Welcome, all nerds and weebs. I'm Ari,
And I'm Buddha.
and this is Animatopia. First question is, what is anime?
It's Naruto.
It's futile to fight, then don't! Just stand there and take it!
It technically is. Anime is the hand-drawn or computer-generated animation seen through TV shows, films, and original video animation, or OVAs. Don't confuse this with manga, which is the Japanese comic books many of these anime are taken from. Now, the origin of anime can be traced back to the early 1900s. Very little of the animation produced in this early time has survived, unfortunately, with many having either been disassembled throughout the years, or like many, lost between both world wars. Like many other countries did, animators in Japan were urged to use their skill to make war propaganda that would be shown to children, such as the films Momotaro, depicting cute animals and a peach boy fighting against the West and winning.
The
anime that most resembles the current one can be first seen in the 1960s, with the animation of Astro Boy in 1963. Based on the manga by Osamu Tezuka, who would become known as the father of manga. Tezuka and other early creators were heavily influenced by the West. The anime from this decade would find immediate popularity outside Japan and especially in America.
Raise our own food to make sure we always have enough.
Yes, but many moons must pass before the fields of a farm will give us enough.
In the 1970s, anime popularity went downhill from the immediate success it found a decade earlier. The shoujo genre would grow more in this time period as well, with shows like Candy Candy, which found an audience outside Japan. In the 1980s, anime began to have more complex storylines as well as OVAs that allowed non-Eastern audiences to watch anime at home. Space and mecha anime grew more popular, and sports anime came into the mix, creating the foundation still seen in modern anime under the genre. This era would also see more experimental anime films such as Akira, the dystopian tale garnering a cult following and becoming a pivotal film for the cyberpunk subgenre. While anime had its consistent following after its initial success in the 60s, it wasn't until the 90s that this initial boom would be outmatched. This decade would bring works such as the neo-noir space western Cowboy Bebop, the Gotta Catch 'Em All Pokemon, Digital Monsters Digimon, and the controversial but insanely consumed apocalyptic mecha anime Neon Genesis Evangelion. Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, and Sailor Moon came out during this time, and each influenced every anime that would come after them, with the former two influencing anime in the shonen genre, while the latter influenced the shoujo and queer genre of anime. Many 90s kids outside of Japan grew up watching the dubbed versions of these anime due to the immense international success they all found.
It's time to do.
2000s and onward, anime would only continue to grow more and more popular. Animatopia hopes to take you on a journey through mentioned genres such as shonen, a genre that targets prepubescent to teenage boys, shoujo, a genre that targets prepubescent to teen girls, and queer genres like yaoi and yuri to explore the gender and sexuality representation and possible evolution of said representation over time.
Yes, we will. And yes, it has. That's a spoiler alert. Sorry, everyone, in case you were really holding on to the edge of your seat about that part. It has evolved.